Hello and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. This is part 19 of my TOS era Starfleet character, who is a tactical officer, and here he is standing on Starbase-39 Sierra. We're about to undertake the mission, the Vault. And we need to speak with Admiral T'nae, who's right in front of us. So I shall engage with her. And we will,
I have new missions for you.
I'll do my usual pissing about, which I always do before a stream.
The Romulans had a base, known as the Vault, that they used for research into Borg technology. This facility was abandoned in the chaos after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld, but intelligence suggests that the work there was far enough along that it was used to retrofit Nero's ship before it disappeared, along with Ambassador Spock's vessel in the Hobus system. Long-range sensors have detected energy spikes in the Hakona system, and Starfleet intelligence believes that someone is bringing the Vault back online. We need to know who, and more importantly, we need to know if there is still Borg technology or restricted weaponry on that base. I need you to proceed immediately to the Hakona system and investigate the Vault. Engage if you must, but I would prefer if you could gather the information we need, without conflict.
So we shall accept the mission.
I have new mission.
And we need to speak with this man here, Lieutenant Commander Carl DeSoto.
In order to avoid drawing too much attention, you need to fly under the radar, so to speak. Admiral T'nae has authorized the requisition of a shuttlecraft for you. You can fulfill the requisition in the shipyard. Once you're ready, take the shuttlecraft out to the Hakona system. If you have a runabout fighter or other such craft available, feel free to use it, but do not approach the system in a starship. We want to avoid the notice of whoever's in the vault. A shuttle will also be able to dock with the vault and explore the interior.
Understood. Also, the Republic Intelligence is sending one of their best with you on this operation, Commander T'nae. She's fully briefed and will transport your vessel as soon as you're ready to depart for Hakona. I trust this won't be a problem, Admiral. Not at all.
Any questions?
Is this a Section 31 operation?
What? Oh, that mythical boogeyman organization? No. This is a standard Starfleet operation at the behest of Admiral T'nae and supported by Starfleet intelligence. In case you were wondering, that means that you should observe all regulations and don't start a war. Any questions?
What can I expect at the Vault?
Borg technology, Thalaron weapons like the ones used by Shinzon, cloaking mines, and heavy graviton beams? We're not entirely sure. That's why we need eyes inside. The station itself is near a micro-nebula and surrounded by a tachyon detection grid. Even a cloaked ship wouldn't be able to sneak in there. You should also expect automated defenses like turrets and cannons. We haven't spotted any ships in the vicinity, fortunately. Although with Romulan cloaking, anything is possible. Any questions?
What if I need support?
Starfleet will make sure to have a ship or two in range for a rapid response in case of emergency. Hopefully, though, we'll be able to keep things quiet, and that won't be necessary. Of course, missions rarely go exactly as planned. Any questions?
No more questions.
Very well. Remember, you must use a shuttlecraft, runabout, fighter, or similar small operations craft to undertake this mission. We need on-site intel from the interior of the Vault. Starfleet will not clear you to enter the Hakona system otherwise. Good luck.
Okay. So we head down to the shipyard area of Starbase-39 Sierra, which is this is a throwback to the old days. This is exactly, well, not exactly how a space dock used to be. Space dock used to just be one giant ring. It's like half a ring, but it's pretty much identical, near on identical to how Earth's space dock used to be. So we need to speak with the shuttle officer. I can provide you with information on shuttles and small craft. Also, if it happened to lose your captain's yacht or commander's gig, let me know. I can provide you with the necessary information and shuttles in general. And we need to acquire a shuttle. So ship and shuttle requisitions, small craft. Now I'm going to be using a peregrine attack craft, crack fighter. Because it can acquire cannons, and for the standard ship, let's get a type 6, type 8, why not? And that will complete the mission. Right, and you come over to this person, not that person, sorry. Where is he? This guy here. Ship selections officer. It's a small craft, and we ready to ship. And we want a torpedo on board. USS Nebraska. I don't think we can actually change anything it looks like. We come over to this person, it's gas my shuttle. I'm pretty sure we can't change it how it looks. Actually we can. It's like the veteran look. What's that changes? Right. I did remember to actually ready it, didn't I? Yeah, so we have to activate our small ship. Nebraska is activated, so we're now being back. We're now being a little ship. Not now. So as standard, it comes with rapid fire cannons. Much as I like Taris, and have scamming on board for the engineering. Okay, and we will now warp out. Because we're not engineers, we can't heal ourselves, you see, so we're going to the Arcona system. And because we're level 65 and we're doing this, it means I can do this. Makes this trip down sight more quicker. There's the Arcona system, and you can see the vault coming into view.
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Reman ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon. Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several patrolling vessels. For an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. My people are experts at stealth technology. If we want to approach unseen, we must avoid confrontation and find a way to evade or jam their sensor grid. We must assume that if we engage the ships here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point.
Okay. So we need to go for the subspace relay because we're a tactical officer. Engineering, it's this asteroid, and science is the derelict ship.
Looks like they left this satellite as a communications booster for their short-range worker shuttles. Fortunately for us, it's still active. Unfortunately, it's heavily encrypted. Traffic analysis shows that the network routes its communications through a series of nodes at the station's dorsal peaks. If we flood them with excessive signal, it could cause the network to be unable to handle any signal traffic, which would give us a brief window to slip in. The alerts wouldn't go off because the station would never get the signal. We'll still have to avoid the patrols and make sure we don't get too close to the station until we make the broadcast.
Okay. We're jamming sensors. Tachyon detection grid.
Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, station sensor hub jammed.
Into the station.
Picking up some unusual energy readings. We'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs. We've tripped some security systems.
Yeah, Cod cannons used to have no bloody chance, sunshine. Scan the bulkheads.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base. Possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas. Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of a security key. This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code in its subsystem. Code block 6750. Microgravity storage containers. Since this interior space has no artificial gravity, they're just left to float here. There's an assortment of construction materials and personal effects, including a personal access code key, 0668.
That's lucky for us that that's just left there.
The security node for this block of empty residences includes a code key, block 9904. I'm reading life signs in some of these living quarters. Interesting.
Howdy, inhabitants. Who are you and what do you want? What are you doing here? I'm investigating dangerous energy readings coming from the station. I mean you no harm. I just want to talk. No harm, Starfleet. Like when you praised Ambassador Spock meant no harm. Your praised Ambassador Spock meant no harm when he fomented rebellion among our people. Like when your Captain Picard meant no harm when he killed Shinzon, the strongest leader our people had seen in a century. Diplomacy. The Romulans are a proud and passionate people. Between great powers such as the Romulans and the Federation, conflict is inevitable because we are both strong and stubborn. But there is room for our guide. There is room for our pride to help one another as well. I apologise. Such an outburst was unbecoming of me. You should not be here, Starfleet. Tell me what you want and then leave quickly. I need to know about the other parts of the station and how to access them. Very well. As far as I know, this station is a research facility for various illicit technologies. I'm not sure what kind of secrets the military kept here, but some of us have scavenged up the useful components or even weapons. The station has its own power supply, although many areas are dangerous or secured areas of intruders are under the control of the Remans now. Differ, one of the other survivors living here, said that he saw some kind of autonomous cybernetic technology closer to the station core. I don't even know what that would be, but he said it looked dangerous. Shavar, a doctor said that this area is still safe for inhabitation, but further out, one of the pylons is emitting dangerous amounts of radiation. To reach the dangerous parts of the station, you need to bypass the containment force field. There is a single time security check that if the key code sequence, you must synchronize your key to check. I have personal override code that will bypass the synchronized check. I'll give it to you this data. May the elements watch over you. Watch over us all. Thank you for the information.
The security key is on a rotation. Each code block matches a piece of one key. Key in the appropriate code when the rotation matches to it. Trying a code on the wrong rotation will probably invalidate that code, so be careful with the timing. That's it. Well done. We should be able to bypass the system and gain access now.
Diplomacy rules.
Microgravity storage crates. Mostly construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
What's going on in here?
Above us, that's a Borg sphere. The Tal Shiar must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology. The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's been put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere's hooked into part of the local systems network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked.
Well, that's ominous. But not unexpected, considering we've been facing off with them.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Attack from? Oh well, we'll just wait for this to drop and then we'll fly through.
Quiet in this area. Too quiet.
Nothing down here. That is a failure reactor. How do I know? Because it says Phalon reactor.
This is disturbing. We're looking at a facility used to build Thalaron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they may be trying to secure those weapons.
So our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy?
Who are you? You sound familiar.
Does it really matter? Call me Obasek, if a name is that important to you.
Were you in orbit around Remus recently? What are you doing here?
That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda. Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you are operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not.
I'm here to investigate unusual scanner readings from this station.
Doubtless you have discovered the source of those readings. Understand that I have little desire to unleash this sort of destruction, but my hand is forced. The Reman people will only be liberated if we are able to make a clear and decisive stand against the Romulans. The technology of this station will allow us to do so.
The Federation could assist the Remans in their desire to separate from the Romulan people.
Just as your Federation offered assistance to the Romulans before the supernova of Hobus and the subsequent destruction of Romulus? No. History has shown that I cannot trust in the good intentions of the Federation. An oppressed people must be ready to seize their liberty through any means available to them. The technology of this station has provided me with indisputable means.
Even if you succeed, you must find a way to normalize relations. You will need allies.
I will deal with the future when it arrives. For me, there is no tomorrow until my people are free. However, I respect your commitment to your position. It's a shame we are at cross purposes. I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thalaron weapons that we need, and I have other operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
Oh, 4 cannons. That's a miss. Thanks, Kobe. Picking up unusual readings from the other side of that pillar. Come on, die. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Oh. Now that ship over there is going to be a bit of a challenge. That.
Warning, ship is under attack.
fuck hell. Wow. One-shotted me. Yeah, that's it. Going to be a challenge. I mean, I can't even damage the motherfucker. I can't even get his shields down. My kingdom for a cloaking device.
Blast the door lock.
Run! Oh, fuck me. You think that's challenging me? Maybe I should come here in a Delta Flyer. Oh, you fucking hell.
Obisec's ship. They cannot be allowed to possess Thalaron weapons. We can use the subspace booster satellite outside the station to send a message to Starfleet as soon as we're clear of the interior. But Obisec's warship will almost certainly attack us when we do. We'll have to survive long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Well, I guess they got revenge for the fact I normally wreck their Romulan ass. And they're flying around in their I guess they're got a little bit of payback. But damn, that hurt. The thing followed me through the fucking thing. I wouldn't think it would fit. Should come here in the Cerberus.
Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet with our allies and stop that ship.
I'll say the USS Lan.
USS Laza is signaling us. They're going to engage the Remans ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torp. We are now in the micronebula.
Ship is under attack.
Whoa!
Well, that was quite an explosion. Probably from the Thalaron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw as many reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Federation space.
Yes, sir. And with that, that's the vault done and dusted. Oh, we actually have to go to Starbase-39 Sierra. Well, I thought it was done and dusted, but clearly it's not. Seeing a little quantum slipstream like that, it's funny as hell. It just amuses me. Oh yeah, and don't forget to switch back to your ship. I've done that a few times. So we're going to debrief with DeSoto, who's up in the Admiral's office. So, Lieutenant Commander.
Taking a preliminary look at your logs, and it seems that things went a bit unexpectedly. I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be seeing the vault. The Reman commander you encountered is definitely a major player in the disintegration of the Romulan Star Empire. I'm going to send the information you gathered about him over to an old colleague of mine, Dr. Maximilian Peters, for analysis. If this Reman is a leader in their separatist movement, we'll have to deal with him again. And hopefully Dr. Peters can work up a psychological profile for him and a sociological analysis of the separatists. Our next step will be to decode the signal intelligence and go through any remnants left from the ship that was destroyed near the vault. Now that we know that the Remans were hoping to use Thalaron weapons, we need to figure out their target location. Right now, Starfleet knows far too little about a civil war in the making, but it'll take time to sift through all of the data. Keep in touch. Starfleet will notify you when we have a lead. Oh, thanks for the good work.
We speak to Admiral T'nae.
Excellent work. We need to learn more about the conflict between Obasek and the Romulans. Sila's forces may indeed be hounding the Remans, but the use of Thalaron weapons is unacceptable. Not even the Klingons or the Breen will stoop to such barbarism. Starfleet intelligence will be working to decode the list of possible targets you acquired from the base's databanks. The next step may be to investigate these sites and find out why the Remans want to destroy them.
I have new missions for you.
Why would Obasek and the Remans want to attack the Romulans?
I do not know. Obasek and his people have traveled a most difficult path. After so many years of oppression and Romulan treachery, it does not surprise me that they are suspicious of anyone. The Remans gained much in the years after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld, but Sila is more secure in her power now, and she may believe that she no longer needs the Remans as allies. If the Romulans seek to enslave the Remans again, there will be bloodshed.
I have new missions for you.
So we'll be doing Mine Enemy next, but that will be part 20. Wow, 20 parts. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in part 20, Mine Enemy. Live long and prosper. Ciao. Oh,
I have new missions.
go away. Ruining my bloody exit. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.